Oh, come on, Joel. Fuck. What is that?
Literally
Superstitious. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my spiel over this instead of play-by-play. It is the Duel of Destiny. 2 men enter. One leaves a king. The other vanquished. This is the duel, not just for the tournament, but for the #1 spot in North America, beyond any doubt.
Well said.
Vedmedik growling.
Now, Zorak's had a break, right? He's not had to play a competitive game for a good couple of hours at the moment. Stormed through the upper bracket final. This is a rematch from the upper bracket final as well, and already getting the first frag onto Ved, and I wonder what mental edge he may have gained from that. I think Zorak, once he's confident, he's obviously just going to fly through most opponents. But let's see if he can do the same to Ved again.
You know, it's interesting, actually. ZorakWar dropped his first series in the first test series tournament. And he went to the losers bracket immediately. And then like went 3-1 versus Ray, 3-2 versus Bullen, or something like that. I can't exactly remember, but he was dropping maps. It hasn't been the dominant run that we've seen from Vedmedik. But the thing about Zorak is that he's gritty, man. He just wins. Like, he will edge you out bit by bit. His consistency, his item pickups. At some point, he will whittle you down, and 1-0 up. It's a great start for him in this grand finals. Goes through the telly, hits a rocket. Oh god, that was awful.
And if I'm being honest, and I think Ved would agree, I think he may well have expected to kind of swiftly dispatch of Ray in the previous round. I don't think he was expecting to play two quite hardcore maps like that. So if you're used to beating someone in practice quite handily, like Ved is and Ray, that's got to be quite mentally taxing on you. You might start. There might be a bit of self-doubt creeping in for Ved. You know, if I can only just get past this guy, then what chance am I going to have in the final? So I hope that doesn't affect his mentality too much, and he just goes in fresh and just plays his normal game.
So you can hope for, really, isn't it? We want to see some strength out of both, and we want to see good form from both. And I think, you know, you could have your confidence rattled, like you were saying, if you're Ved in this circumstance. He's hitting so well now, though. And ZorakWar has to concede the red.
Absolutely, and probably Mega as well, but he is going for it, actually.
Jumps on it. The damage, though. Ved gives you no quarter.
I wonder if Ved actually realizes how low he is there.
I think he heard the screams, right? And, you know, at this level, they know exactly what's up on the map, what's available. They're going to have a pretty good idea of each other's stacks. Especially, like, with the cumulative numbers, damage numbers, stuff like that. It's getting easier and easier, and obviously over time, people get better at it. Ved pushing in does take a lot of damage to begin with, but he guarantees himself that Mega. Had to bully Zorak off of it, and that's the thing. You're going to see time and time again in this series. If you want an item, if you want a frag, if you want anything, you're going to have to fight for it tooth and nail. There's nothing for free in this series. Throws it away. No hundos today, Jake. Apart from Davis.
Oh, Davis.
Good old.
Hope he can come back stronger next time.
I mean, he's not dead, Jake. He'll be alright.
Well, no, of course. He just had not the best showing. I think he might be a bit disappointed in himself. Plus, he's a really nice guy. I don't want him to ever be down on his luck.
He's got a great mentality as well. He'll be fine. I'm sure of it. Red goes to Zorak. How does Zorak have 200-200? When did that happen?
It's the time master, Joel.
He is the time master. I mean, I say Agent just gets more stack out of nowhere. Like, I just don't understand how. Zorak's doing it now. Ved firing back. Oh, of course it's a mutual frag. What
Of
would
course
it be?
it is.
What else would it be? Are you... It's scripted, Jake. That's your name.
This is WrestleMania X7 Diabotical version. The Rock versus Stone Cold hitting each other with their finishes over and over. Vedmedik has got himself the red. That wouldn't surprise me if he RJs through the hole to Mega. Never mind, what do I know?
Shockingly little.
Yeah. Here he goes. Yes. Great push. And look at the stack now. And if he can catch Zorak off spawn, this is perfect. Oh, it does do damage though. UK GMT, did my WrestleMania comment throw you off?
No, it's fine, Jake. It's fine. Yeah. Gonna deny the way A, make him's way to Mega. Goes a little bit quiet, just in case Zorak's trying anything. He's not. He's gonna be picking up a red, though, I would imagine. Or does he not have the confidence to show up the item? Okay, he's got it. Okay. Stack's pretty close, about a 50 advantage for Ved. If Zorak can get on the blue now, yeah, they're going to be very close indeed. Next way goes to Ved. Jumps over it. Turns back. $54 damage just like that. My shaft doesn't hit like that, Jake.
No. He is like a drive-by shaft as well.
Oh no! That's a massive mistake! It could have been punished so much more. Zorak not quite on top of it. Now with the shaft, the rocket's a little bit desperate. Ved is gonna push him away, and there's so... Oh, it's gonna be so tough for Zorak to fight back into this. Gonna use the rocket launcher. Does okay, brings Ved pretty low, honestly. Not bad. Like, these fights, I feel like Zorak gets so much more damage than I ever expect him to. And that's not why we talk about this player as much as we do. That's not why he's in contention for being the best in the entire continent, right? But he's showing that he can hang with the biggest gun in NA.
I was going to say earlier that Vedmedik doesn't commit to chasing Zorak at all. There's about 3 times this match where Zorak was so low. The only time we did see Ved do it is when he rocket jumped from the Mega platform towards the yellow and caught Zorak in the back with the shaft. It's really coming back to bite Vedmedik slightly because Zorak's becoming more and more stacked. He's got away with death. You know, he's cheated death, like I say, about 2 to 3 times already this map. And if Vedmedik can't convert these frags, then he's in big trouble, I think. Zorak's so good at just playing the positions on his items. It's going to be extremely hard for him to actually try and get a sizable lead over Zorak.
Jake, I think it's safe to say that you're not wrong.
Got Zorak stack now, man.
Where does he get it from? That's going to be going to Ved. It's a big rocket, though. Shaft is here. Easiest frag of Zorak's life following that rocket. And now, look how much noise Zorak makes. Like, he just jumps everywhere. They're so different.
Does it?
It's actually fantastic that we have these two players. I'm so glad. I think this has got to be the most exciting storyline in Diabotical right now.
Oh, definitely. And, you know, how boring would it be if they both said, "Oh yeah, I like how he plays." Wow, what a shot!
Oh, bitter rivals to the end, and ZorakWar hits a couple of pincers there. That is fantastic stuff from him. And he'll go quiet now. He'll know, I promise you, he'll know that Mega is first, but he's thinking that Ved will show up the red more likely, and it's actually going to be the most conscientious play of them all. A YA for Ved, and now they should be meeting at this red, but Yeah, it's a very passive play. Vedmedik looks for one pincer and that's all. Zorak now avoiding the sync. He's going to put at minimum 7 seconds between these items. Actually more like 10 if he picks it up now. There it is. YA is up. It should be for Ved. Zorak looking for damage. Hits the pincer. 80.
Man.
Blue now as well. Taking high ground. Easy mega. We go to red, but Veddy can't show up, can he? But he just can't.
I like the route that Zorak took to sneaking through the corridor because he knows that it's not, you know, he knows he has the time before the item actually spawns. If he would have just rocket jumped through the top area and landed on that platform, there's a chance that Ved could have been hiding. So he actually clears it out by going through the corridor instead. So really nice from Zorak. Just shows you why, if you can, you know, if you have the ability to time to the second, he knew he had enough time to take that route and clear it out. Say that, maybe. Zorak's shaft is fantastic.
Yeah, it really is, and actually he's going to be on the red as well. All right, I mean, that could have swung, though. I mean, it just scares me to give Vedmedik an in, right? To give him this, if you hit your shots, you win sort of a situation. I just don't like it, but Zorak did have the stack, as he always does. And he now has golden frag and 2 opportunities. Shaft out rockets from Ved. Oh, they're deadly. And he'll knock Zorak down before the red. Mega in 5. Ved to jump with the rocket. And Zorak's going to fall on it. Needs to hit everything. And he can't. The shaft was so good from Ved as well. And he's kept himself in this. 1 frag from parity. But he's got a small stack advantage, I think. It's about even, actually. Now they're gonna meet. 66 unreturned damage for Ved, but the red for ZorakWar. Through the telly, does he go? No. Plays the low ground, hits the pincer. Mega goes to Ved. Oh, up close! Personal!
Oh.
The rockets are good, the pincer's not there. It wouldn't have killed anyway, but ZorakWar had a chance. Misses that pincer as well. And another. If he could just line up one of these shots, it would be a world of difference. He's done it. He's won on Perilous, and the very swift GG comes out from ZorakWar.
Yeah, just like in the first series. We saw a lot more traps from Zorak there than we did previously, kind of using Ved's kind of preferred method of play against him. We saw multiple traps at red, and it's, I mean, it caught Vedmedik off. That's not often you see Vedmedik get caught off or surprised by another player, because, you know, he won by doing less damage than Ved there. Super impressive. And what a map to go off of map 2. If we're going to Skybreak,
we are.
This is Ved's pick.
Here we go.
Next pick even.
Okay, Ved. You don't want to go 2-0 down, right? That's rough.
No.
I think we're gonna have to see something. I'm on board with Vedmedik. 1-0 down in this grand finals. The battle for #1 in North America, and it would be without a doubt. I think whoever wins this is crowned.
You reckon we wouldn't see you think it's either going to be a 3-0 or a kind of a one map each until the 5th game, do you think? That's what we want, right? We want to see that.
Know, man. I want to see a 5th map. I want this to go all the way, but maybe I'm being greedy. Exactly. Vedmedik getting a lot of damage done here. Actually, very active on the weapon selection there. Switched up a few times. I love to see it. Bit of blaster play as well, but ZorakWar with a big stack. Vedmedik has to play defense. Going to be YA for red the trade.
It really is not often we see Vedmedik playing out of control, but Zorak has his number right now. Great movement though on the lift to just fake him out. Zorak equal to it. Just misses the pins. How many pins have we seen just miss today, Joel, that would have resulted in a frag? Oh! It's punished in the weapon choice. See, he doesn't chase. He will not chase up a jump pad, through a doorway, into another room. He won't do that. And I love it. I personally think that's probably the best way to play. But like I say, we did see it in Paradise a couple of times where he could have maybe forced it a bit more and got a frag. But he favours just leaving him crippled and getting the items instead.
I got 2 words for you, Jake. No balls.
Yeah, get Carwick on the server, then we'll see how many balls are around.
Get me on the server.
Fly him over.
I'm actually way more interested in how like Aussies and North Americans would do versus Carvick than I am versus Agent. Like, how do you do
Oh
this,
yeah, just chuck him in and see what happens. It's like a great experiment.
ZorakWar gonna earn himself a Mega. Now can swing over for red. The grenade sort of gives away Ved's position, and yeah, Zorak doesn't dive. Takes his blue. Takes his YA. Ooh. Not even on the sack now. Both. Very, very healthy indeed.
Now becomes a bit of a mental game here. Zorak already demonstrating that he, despite what Ved thinks, isn't just a guy who bounces from item to item to item. Does play a bit more cerebral with more traps, and he's actually snuck up on Ved again. Mega is begging, and Zorak just goes for it and hits a pincer shot in return, and they're both so low now.
Yeah, but Zorak has the better map awareness here. He got on the high ground early. It meant he could get on blue. YA after that. And yeah, Ved might be on position for this red, but actually he doesn't commit for it because the fight would have been so scary for him. That's 4 items in a row, actually. A full cycle for ZorakWar.
That is about as death cycle as you can get on Diabotical to see if he can... See, the thing about this map, like you can usually grab at least something as the out of control player. We're seeing Vedmedik play out of control again more often than we ever see him do, and it's against Zorak every time. Look at this movement though, he just snuck past. He hears Zorak walk past and he just gets a free yellow armor. So this is the sort of stuff that Ved's great at. Just scavenging the map when he needs to, remaining silent until the very last second. So he's done really well to get himself back into this. And it's still 0-0 by the way. It's hard to, you know, it's easy to forget that it's no frags so far. Yeah,
but it's a testament to their skill that they're able to not get fragged by the opponent, right? These are both absolutely deadly apex predators of Duel,
Mega,
and they're managing to evade each other. Free Mega for Vedmedik. Just waiting for ZorakWar to make a very uncharacteristic mistake on the items, and it's worked out for him. Big damage though from Zorak. It's going to be on that blue. Oh, I want to see an RJ. You know I want to see an RJ. No balls.
No, not a 0-0. Vedmedik looks so frustrating to play against.
Yeah. I think ZorakWar is as well though, right? Because he just has more stack than you. Like, you just have to work harder for whatever you want off of him. He's going to be pushing in here with the rockets. He says, enough is enough is enough. Slow Weeble sharp.
Oh my word.
It's all there. ZorakWar, my friend. What a player.
Slow Weeble is so strong on this map, isn't it? With how good the shaft is as well.
Oh, but the blaster, Jake. But the blaster. Have you considered it?
Not until right now. No.
Okay, Mega for Ved. He's going to go high ground to red. I believe he's sneaking. No, he's actually over at YA. Okay, gives away the red. I'm surprised. It's very passive from Ved.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
we
it
have
will
a
be most of the
3-item sync.
Ved now waiting down by red. Actually, literally just stood there. And the fight will happen now.
This is such a strange little situation. Through the smoke, Zorak does a little bit of damage, backs up onto blue. Race for the Mega? Yeah! Oh no! ZorakWar misses the jump!
Yeah, that's cost him.
Oh, that's probably the only time he's missed that jump in like 3 months. And it's happened just now. That is horrible. Oh, that's a nightmare of a situation.
Now we get to
Is
see
Billy Big
Zorak
Bollocks
play
get
up
onto
front.
the red though? Are you kidding me,
Wow,
Zorak? Well, what?
two pincers. The two pincers are so clutch at close range. It's so hard to hit like that. Here comes Ved though. What a series of rockets, and it's 2-2, and he killed him just before red comes up. Perfect.
Man. What a... Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Yeah, we really didn't want like a blowout final, you know, like a one-sided final would be rubbish.
And we were never going to get it with these two. Too evenly matched. And so dynamic the way that they're evenly matched. Ved with a big stack, but we've seen that can count for very little in this matchup. Gonna take one pincer, delivers one himself. ZorakWar very aggressive with the shaft here. And actually, on the back foot, manages to scoop up the red and get a lot of damage done, though. So off spawn, I think there's opportunity, and he takes it in both hands. Full mast I am, Jake. Full mast. Up to the high ground he goes. Shaft out, does some damage. Ved backs away. 3-3. 8.5 minutes in. The aggression just doesn't stop. The rockets were great from Vedmedik, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, the portal there is such a dangerous one because you can move so quick in this game with the dash. You know, if you don't stop them in their tracks from the higher ground as they're rushing to that portal from red, they'll be on top of you within literally like a millisecond, flying through there. And defensive rockets can be great, but he just wasn't stacked enough at all.
Trade of the major items. Now a race to YA, actually. A little bit strange. Shaft out. Good work from ZorakWar, but better from Ved, who is going to be left 76 HP. No armor left on the map. In fact, all he can hope for is 100 health. That's all he's going to have. Red coming up. ZorakWar probably knows he's weak, though. He's going to show up. On the red now is Zorak. And Ved has to play for blue. Then... no, goes low ground, looks to get aggressive here with the shaft, does decent damage, but Zorak was on that mega, and Ved, he can't go up the stairs to YA, shifts his focus to red once again. 4-4, Jake, at the 10-minute mark.
I know, man. Still a 12-minute duration because there's no score difference. They're both just trading their positions as well, like in and out of control. You'd say Ved now with the lower stack is out of control, but great use of the smoke, but Zorak, you can tell he is the more aggressive of the two overall because he's always the one pushing, and this kind of does suit Ved. If he had a bit more stack, he'd be able to hold it off so much easier. Oh, Zorak just using the lift jump. That's such a smart play because it's so quiet. A great peek from Ved to hit that quick pincer shot, and again, they can't. There's no easy frags with these two.
Breathe, Jake. Breathe. Oh my
Great
God.
rockets from Ved.
Now with the shaft. Good rocket from ZorakWar, though. And Ved doesn't commit for the red. Doesn't commit. He's going to allow Zorak to get a huge stack again. I think his risk aversion is a problem, Jake. I think it's a problem. I think you've got to take a chance every now and again.
You know, it probably isn't too bad. You know, it clearly isn't that bad against other opponents, but against Zorak, because Zorak's so... he's probably on the items so much quicker than what Ved's used to playing because they don't practice against each other. You know, we are literally seeing the passion style. Well, no, but
this
we're seeing the
caliber.
clash of styles in action right now, because how many times have we seen Zorak jump on Mega and Ved is intentionally not going for that? He's on the low ground doing damage on it. I reckon if we look at the stats after, we'll see so many more Mega pickups for Zorak because of that.
And Ved almost gets caught out there. Now looking for damage on the red. It's going to be blue as well for Ved. Zorak, he's on the charge. Through the telly. 3 seconds until golden frag and Ved is getting low.
Oh my god.
And it's a terrible state of affairs. He needs to restack. I almost think he should have died there, honestly. I almost think it's better. I don't quite think it though, clearly, because I keep saying almost. It's golden frag for both, and he's doing so much damage. But ZorakWar! Yeah. Oh! Two 0 up, Jake. And we
I
go
just want
to
to point out.
Casbah.
I just want to point out that my Mega stat theory didn't come true. However, we did just see ZorakWar with 22 red armor pickups to Ved's, I think it was like 5 or something like this. Wow. Straight into that 3, by the way.
Here we go. I'm on board with Vedmedik, who has it all to do. 0-2 down in this grand finals, up against his closest rival.
Man, they're not taking any breathers or breaks during these maps. They go straight in. I don't know who that favors really. Vedmedik already kind of on the back foot, I think.
2-0. You got to now win 3 maps versus Zorak on the trot.
Yeah.
I don't fancy it, Jake. That sounds really, really unpleasant.
I wonder which one of these guys prefers Casbah. I almost think this is more of a ZorakWar map to me.
Wait, so it's his pick, but he avoided it. He actually banned it in their first best of 3, which I thought was very strange, because it meant we had I think it meant we had a Skybreak decider. I believe it went Perilous, Frontier, and then it would have been Skybreak, Bioplant, and Casbah banned. But we're on Casbah here in ZorakWar. I don't know, maybe he's just a little bit more confident. I would love to ask him, you know, one day we will. Pick ban, pretty interesting. Off the item, uncharacteristically, was Zorak, but Ved brought so low a little bit. He's going to get on the 50. No! The rocket's there! It's so clutch from ZorakWar. Oh my dear lord, my giddy aunt, my Uncle Fester. Oh dear.
You see Ved
on the Mega now.
Always trying to reach out and grab that 50 with his little eggbot arms. But so close yet so far. Great damage from Ved here though. If he can equal...
Huge.
If he can equalise the score. Okay. That's a chaotic first couple of minutes, but now we resume the regular order of things. Both blues up, but Zorak and Ved so focused on this next red.
I'm glad you've got your wits about you, because I've just my nervous system. It can't take it, Jake. There is nothing I would rather do on a Sunday evening than watch these two go at it. These prime stags. Ved so stacked. Zorak 1-0 up. Rocket. That's decent damage. He's going to back away though. Gives it. And this is not something we saw on Skybreak. Very rarely was Vedmedik even getting contested items on Skybreak. Role reversal for a little moment here as Zorak's going to try and work his way back into control. Avoiding Ved. Mega in 2. Gonna take the blue first. And actually, conscientious play from ZorakWar. Gives away the Mega. It's 200, 200 for Ved. It's 100, 150 for Zorak. 150 to stack deficit. It's pretty major. It's going to be hard to win a fight out of this. But Ved, is he going a bit too quiet? Oh, he's going to drop red. Potentially there for ZorakWar. Indeed it is. And now through the telly goes the shaft. Strong the rockets, I say, are stronger. Oh, no. Zorak, get on that 50, my friend. Ved, slight stack advantage. Zorak's going to go to the blue, and then... Is it a race to the Mega? No, Ved's already there, and he's stacked right back up. We turn our attention once again to the red. Dropping his ZorakWar. He's taking so much damage backing onto the item, though. It means that Vedmedik's control, his aggressive options, aren't as strong as they could have been. At 1-1, Ved can't push. He's about as strong as Zorak on Fresh Spawn.
Absolutely, and we saw Ved commit to the frag fully that time round rather than leaving him low. And Ved has had pretty much most of these megas at the start of this game. He's had that on lock. It's really helping him win, grind down Zorak's stack on the red armor. I'm happy to kind of live off the blues and just make sure he's guaranteeing that mega every time, every chance that he has. Look how cautiously they approach each room. They know the other guy wants the resources in there. This red has somehow been left up, by the way.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked there because Ved, it was coming up in 1 second, and Ved made the conscious decision to just turn and make sure he got Mega instead. He's clearly been timing that to the, to the second, and I kind of just assumed that Zorak. Yeah, the Namco second, as he's known as.
Ooh.
That was such a free frag, and it's got to come down to the fact that that red was left up. That was almost Zorak's item because Ved was on mega health, and he's going to get both again. Ved's looking great.
He's looking fantastic, and this is where this becomes a real battle of wills, a battle of stamina. Because, as we've said, tiniest mistakes are punished so devastatingly by both of these players. It wasn't a big slip up there from ZorakWar, but it looks like one when he's against Ved.
Yeah,
Has managed to get himself 100 armor.
Yeah, he's obviously just trying to grab the blues where they can, and it's so hard on this map. That top blue is, in such a vulnerable position. It's there are a few maps where some of the blues are in really vulnerable positions, especially compared to the majors. He's done a really good job here. Well, this is a great rocket jump from Ved. Oh, Zorak's so low. It is literally nothing for Zorak to pick up, though. There's nothing at all. Not until Mega, and you'd think Ved has a really good timing on that and a great shot to get the frag as well. Ved's looking great on this map. He's literally starving Zorak out.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit like Zorak had it correct when he didn't pick this in their first series and actually avoided it. Of course, in a best of 5, it's all the 5 maps anyway. It's only the order that matters, but momentum's a thing. The psychological advantage is a thing. I still think you want to be putting your best foot forward early on.
Yeah, of course. I think it's still interesting to see which order the players pick. The maps.
Yeah. And now is Zorak just going to stand? He's going to be on blue, and then is he going to try for the Mega? I think he is. A direct from above. Vedmedik. Oh,
been left.
And ZorakWar gets greedy, wants the 50 instead of the Mega, or wants the 50 and then the Mega. I don't know. I don't understand that play.
I think he anticipated Ved going straight for Mega, so he kind of double backed, and Ved either big brained that and read that he was going to do that, or assumed that. I think both players essentially assumed that the other was going to go to Mega, and didn't want to risk going there as well. Wow.
Ved was like, I've got my 100 damage anyway, it doesn't matter. But
yeah,
ZorakWar so close to the Mega. I mean, that's a strange one for me. And look at the damage. But ZorakWar actually has more stack. Right. Pushing in with the shaft. Gets on the Mega! ZorakWar! He's still in this!
Yeah, that timing was so unfortunate. Literally a millisecond and that Mega would have spawned and probably saved Ved's life. But he dies just before, and now look at Zorak.
Ooh, this is what ZorakWar says, Ved. Your style, it's too hard to pull off. It relies on you being perfect and your enemy making mistakes. And look at ZorakWar right now. His philosophy at the fore, pushing in with impunity. He is devoted to those items. Ved's going to be on the Mega, gets hit by one pincer, could be a second, slightly off the mark. I think Ved missed the pincer pickup. He jumped over it, and now ZorakWar able to get on the red, position himself for the blue. No, it's damage from Ved, but a pincer there, and they're both pretty weak right now. A little bit of armor each, a little bit of HP as well as we look towards lower blue. Then it's Mega, red 1 second after. We have a sync. How are they going to navigate this one, Jake?
It's honestly just going to come down to positioning. If they don't know the times, they just need to make sure, both guys are going to make sure they're positioned to try and get a read on the, on the next cycle. And Zorak's got clear timing on Mega.
Bang!
And he's hitting some great shots. I think the momentum has definitely swung in Zorak's favor, and I wouldn't be surprised if he can tie this game up. I wouldn't be surprised if he's, looking very strong when it comes to the golden frag time. He's actually got timings of both of the majors now. He's going to dart straight to Mega and defend that from Ved.
It's the ABCs at this point, but
yep.
200, Ved, you're great at doing damage. I don't doubt it, but are you really 200 stack better than ZorakWar in a straight up engagement slow field as well? But it actually backfires, but ZorakWar can back onto the red.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, that was a key pincer to miss. Yeah.
Oh
my
what?
God. What's that?
Look at the flick of the wrist.
And he knows he's won Mega with that shot.
Super.
Perfect. No way Ved can defend that.
Ved, the dude doesn't like items. It's clear. I think so many players, they're going to gamble, but Ved has this confidence in his ability, and also I think he's got a lot of respect for ZorakWar's potential at this point. Golden frag off the spawn. Where is Ved, and what can he do? He's going to be at lower blue, looking towards the red. ZorakWar's behind him! Rockets out, doesn't connect. Mega, surely going to be ZorakWar's, though. He has timing on it. Slow Weeble as well, he'd love to pick it up. Missed it a little bit. Throws his smoke out. Now he picks it up. Blue as well for ZorakWar. It's a sizable stack advantage. And this is for your tournament life, Ved. The shaft doing the business right now. And ZorakWar gonna drop. Gonna chase Ved. Keeping him away for now. Just sneaking away. Still skulking away. Red for ZorakWar though. 160, 200 as we go towards the Mega.
Everything in Zorak's favor right now. Ved's going to have to play so well to try and chip this stack down. The
slow Evil dropping rockets for the tournament. It's ZorakWar, #1 in NA.
Oh, he's got a copy paste as well, man. Oh no, dude. Wow, ZorakWar. Statement made.